महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महादेवमुदं शिरसा नमामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि.
A lot of problems, problem of hurt and all, arguments, conflicts, hurt can be avoided if we don't demand respect from others. People give you respect for varieties of reasons. Among these pickpocketers, there is a guru, and who knows how to pickpockets and taught them, and who is an expert. And all of them have respect for him. Yes, he is number one. For various reasons, people respect people. So from their own standpoints, their own value structure, priorities. And so people's respect really doesn't mean much. Respectable people whom you respect, they should respect you. There is something in that. Otherwise, it's nothing. Because you only know yourself. Therefore they say, Vidvaneva Vijanati Vidvajjana Parishramam. A scholar alone can appreciate another scholar. A non-scholar cannot appreciate the depth of scholarship of a scholar. Because for a non-scholar, anything passes. Especially spiritual people. To pass something, you must have a long beard. That's all. You don't need logic, you don't need anything. Just long beard and some strange words. And inflated words. You push some air into the words. The final, like that you should talk. I don't get it. I can imagine how they talk. A lot of inflated words. When you experience the inexplicable bliss, I heard this woman, so I shared the same platform. And she was talking. Afterwards I came. I brought the audience to the ground. They were all I told them also, let us come back to the ground. That's how I started. So, I started like that. When you experience the inexplicable bliss, and there is so much love generated, it envelops the whole universe. It embraces the stars. Is one with the cloud. That's why clouded. All gobbledygook. Nothing. But this is not what the spiritual people want. They'll fall for it. Because this woman knows what she talks. Because look at her, the way she talks, the way she behaves. If she goes through therapy, you have to take her in a bucket where she will melt. She needs a therapy. That's what the problem is. She is fooling herself and fooling others. And there are a lot of people like this, flowing, everything flowing. We are reality people. I am including you, assuming you understand what I talk, assuming. You may not be. We are reality. I am a reality person. There is a certain empiricality. There are a lot of projections. Here, the Gita tells, withdraw all the projections. Live with the world, objective. People may praise you for whatever reasons. Some of them may be valid, some of them are valid only for them. Tomorrow they will censure you. So praise, stuti and naishturya, both praise and censure, both from people who don't understand you. And therefore, the praising person will censure. And because then he will decide why you are not praiseworthy on his own basis. He praises this person as a good person. He was introduced as a good person. Becomes friendly with a good person. Then afterwards, when he needs money, he goes to him and asks for a loan. And he quotes Shakespeare, neither a lender be, nor a borrower, neither a borrower nor a lender be. He quotes Polonius. And he says, I don't give loans. He comes back, he has got so much money, and he knows that I am in trouble, and he should have given. What goodness? He is not a good man. Therefore, good man means whenever you ask money, he should give. And generally, his goodness is as his own definition of goodness. That's why the word good is no good. Because each one thinks what is good is his own way. Therefore, it doesn't communicate anything. A bad apple is okay. It's a good apple means what do you mean? Good apple means round and nice and colorful. What do you mean by good apple? Is sweet apple, not rotten apple. So, So this good has got some meaning, each one has got his own idea about it. So then communication doesn't exist. Communication means it should be 100%. What I say you should see. What I mean you should see. Through the word. What I mean I express through the word. And that word should be such it is known to people in the same way. Then there is 100% communication. You can take the risk. But then there are words, hundreds of words, which don't mean people anything, or they mean in their own. Each one has got his own meaning, her own meaning. Religion, spirituality, divinity, God, and the pranic energy. This is the worst thing. And this pranic energy. Who told you there is pranic energy? There is prana, okay? Because you are alive. And there is prana. Pranic energy nobody talked about. No Shastra talks about pranic energy. This pranic energy, from pranic healing. I don't say it doesn't exist or it exists. That's not much. There are words, something they use in their own way. Again, it has got its own meaning for everybody. In reality, for reality people, in reality, these words have no meaning. We don't use them. We use only words which are understood by all of us the same way. Then when we want to use certain words that we, of course, because we are learning something we don't know, and therefore we need to use certain words which we really don't know, which are bandied about, all right. We don't know, we have to use, you comment upon it, you unfold the meaning of it, then you use the word. And the word is meaningful only to the people who are exposed to the meaning of the word. Then if I use the word, I unfold the meaning of the word, as I see it, then I have helped you see the same meaning, then I can use the word, and it is only between us. And without unfolding the meaning, you can't use the same word to another person because the other person has got his own meaning, her own meaning. That's why it's a different, responsible way of teaching. It's not easy. One has to be very, very alert. It should become second nature. The teacher's second nature. It should be natural. So then only you can really work on it. So this work with the words, because we are working with words. This is not intellectual exercise. This is sadhana. Atmavari Shrotavya. We have to know what is. We are talking of what is. The truth of what we experience. We are not working for an experience. So we are trying to understand the experiences, the truth of experience. Cognitive. You see me, this we have to understand. What is this phenomenon? It is one that accommodates this experience without the one being displaced. that one sustaining this experience. It's entirely a different ballgame. And so very few people understand this. Even the people who are supposed to know, they also talk Anubhava, Paroka, and all these big words they use it, then hide themselves underneath it. Big words are used to cover the people's ignorance. And so, this expectation from others, respect, is not having respect for ourselves. When one doesn't have adequate respect for oneself, given respect from others given comes to you. It has only a kind of, you have got some suspicion. I think I may be a little okay, at least in somebody's eyes I am okay. So some kind of a self-approval you get through others. Each one's self-identity consists of what the significant others think about you. One. What the significant others, is a modern expression, the significant others think about you, number one. You think what others think about you. It's really not what others think. What you think that others think about you. This is one. And what you think about yourself. This is another. What they all should think about you. This is also part of your ambitious I. So this is your self-identity. What you think about yourself, what you think that others think about yourself, that make your self-identity, self-worth. And it is always found wanting. Therefore, a little understanding of what is, which we will be gaining when we are looking into some words in these verses later. Now I don't want to spend time on that. So there are reasons to be at least free from self-hatred, self-loathing. It is given, everything is given, body is given, faculty is given, capacity to desire is given, capacity to know is given, capacity to do given. Capacity to know first, so that you can desire. Jnana Shakti. This Jnana Shakti, the power to know, that Shakti, that belongs to Ishvara. The Jnana Shakti is given to everybody. Capacity to know. That capacity can be more honed. You can improve it. You can know if you have a better infrastructure. So you can know. You can know more. You can know more. But Shakti is given that you can know. Then you can desire. There is no hindrance to desire. Only you have to know. Once you know, you believe, you can desire. You desire for heaven. And that fellow in Bombay, he gives 1 lakh of rupees to the priest for having a mango tree in the paradise in his own garden. He gives here Hawala transaction. And then he gets 1 mango tree. And he believes. And he has a desire to have a house with a garden with a mango tree there. This is our desire capacity, okay? Nothing stops. So more than half of humanity already are heaven-bound people. And their missionary work is so much that they are trying to convert the rest of them. And they are so committed to send people to heaven. The recruiting agents. And God is the one who is sitting there and sending all these messengers. Please get them all here. Tourism, like the restaurants here on the Delhi road. And what they do, they tell the drivers, you bring the passenger here and I will give you free food. All the drivers get free food when they go to restaurants. Because they are given free food. Why they are given free food? Because they are bringing the passengers. So this is how. And then they give something more also. And therefore, because every restaurant offers the same thing. And so, instead of that restaurant, you should come to this restaurant. What is the deal? There must be a deal. They do like that. Huh? God sitting there sends them all. You all bring more people. When you bring more people, you will get a special seat. Huh? So they are all working. All tourist agents. They are all working. Called missionary people. And they believe in what they are doing. That is the worst thing. And therefore, you see, that they are working day and night in the villages, undergoing all privations. What motivates them? Their belief. They are doing the right thing. That means the indoctrinating process is complete, thorough, keeps them for a whole lifetime. And they have a book, how to indoctrinate, how to instill the faith. A 2,000-year-old, this activity. They've got experience and they write books like seminary books. It works. And they all tell me, Swamiji, why don't you make your students also work like that? I can't. I tell them you are Brahman, you are everything, you are... And therefore they are. So they live in a different way. They live in their own world. And they can't work. They are Brahman. Kotastha Brahman. They can't move. So, I'm not able to produce that kind of people. You have to bluff and you have to make them believe the bluff. So, very difficult.
महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महादेवमुदं शिरसा नमामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि
भारत देश हिताय कुरु सेवां त्वं कुरु सेवां त्वं कुरु सेवां त्वं कुरु सेवाम्